Hey team, it's Chloe, and I just wanted to come to you and make a video that hopefully will help you guys out. It's something that's really been weighing on my heart, and if you've been reading my posts on my personal page, you can kind of get a gist of what's been going on. But it's really, this video is about protecting your time while still working your business. Most of you are either stay-at-home moms with kids running around who need you and there's a ton of things to do, or you have full-time jobs, or you have jobs and your parents. So there's a lot of people pulling you in different directions already without the business, without social media. And when we do something like a business online, we feel guilty if we're not messaging people back. We feel guilty if we're not making posts and then liking and commenting on our posts. And that's natural, but it's not necessary. And I think especially in the beginning, before a strong, sturdy business is built, you feel like you got to go all in or not at all. And I've seen that in a lot of my coaches where it's kind of just like post, message with people, and then they get burnt out, and then they don't do anything at all in the business because they're busy in their lives that aren't business related, and then they put so much time into the business in terms of messaging or posting or being on social media that something's got to give, and they just cut the business out because that seems to be the easiest one to eliminate. And it's common, but it's not necessary because you can protect your time and still work this business. You guys know that I left my job a few months ago to do Beachbody full time, and I have all this time in the world to work, and I find myself never shutting off, never quitting working, and that's not why I left my job to work all the time. I left my job to work 2 hours a day, and really that's what I'm going to zero back to. And so I'd like to invite you, whether you work full-time or part-time, whether you're new at this business or whether you've put this business on hold, I would like to invite you to put the brakes on, take a deep breath, and I would like you to protect your time but still work your business. So it's very simple. This is all we're going to do. You're going to work 30 minutes a day if you have not been working at all in your business, and that's it. Now, for that 30 minutes, you're going to work the business. You're going to make some posts. You're going to send some messages. You're going to follow up with your messages. But that's it if you haven't been working it at all. Because if you try to start doing 2 to 3 hours a day on this business when you've been doing 0, you're going to feel a burnout. You're going to feel worn out, and then you're not going to want to do it anymore because you're not going to see the immediate returns. You're not going to see the money right away. This is a business where you see the fruits of your labor about a month later, usually, unless you just have this amazing post or we have a launch like Insanity Max 30. But you're going to do 30 minutes. If you have been working your business, I want you to take 1 to 2 hours, depending on how much time that you have, and that's totally up to you. I want you to take 1 to 2 hours a day, and that's it. And of course, you can split it up 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. But I want you to actually log down when you're working on this business, and when you reach 1 to 2 hours, depending on what you've said, I want you to stop. Now, when you're working it, you're not scrolling your news feed, you're not, chatty Cathy with your best friend. You're working it. You are intentionally inviting people. You're intentionally posting. You're intentionally reaching out to the coaches in your downline. You're intentionally watching personal development or reading personal development. You're doing the things on the 100K checklist. You're doing the things on the daily, on the business activity tracker. But you're doing them for 1 to 2 hours, and then you're done. If somebody messaged you at 9 o'clock at night, unless it's the end of the month and you have to hit Success Club the next day, if somebody messaged you at 9 o'clock at night about a challenge pack and you're already done with your 2 hours, do not respond. Protect your time. The whole reason we have these businesses and we want to become entrepreneurs is freedom. And when we give up our freedom, when we teach people that we'll respond immediately, they expect that of us. I am really bad at this, and my coaches, I love you guys, but you guys are trained for me to respond right away, and I'm cutting that off. And if it's not in my work hours, I'm not going to respond unless it's an emergency and you're like, but I'm putting my phone away, and that's okay. We're allowed to do that. Just because we can be connected 24/7 doesn't mean we have to. Just because we can be connected 24/7 doesn't mean we have to. The message will be there in the morning. Unless someone says to you and you feel comfortable, not resentful or overwhelmed, if they say, I am checking out right now which is the best flavor of Shakeology, and you see it pop up, then sure, write them back and say chocolate. I'll talk to you about your order in the morning. Or I think strawberry. Or are you a vanilla person? Answer their question. Tell them you'll reach out to them tomorrow during your business hours and turn your phone back over. We're not desperate. We are business professionals with amazing things to offer. We do not have to be like this all day to be successful. And the sooner that we figure that out, the sooner we're going to be able to manage it as it grows. The sooner we're going to be able to manage having, 6 diamonds on our teams. The sooner we're going to be able to manage having 2,000 customers. Because if you let your business control you and you don't put the brakes on, I promise you, you will get run down. And I see it happen. I see it happen with me. I see it happen with top coaches. I see it happen with emerald coaches. I see it happen with people who are new in the business. Protect your time. Your time is yours to protect. You don't have to work any of the times unless you've set them. Now, I'm not giving you an out because a lot of times people will be like, oh, well, I just don't have to work whenever I don't want to. I will tell you that people who work sometimes make money sometimes. So you do need to work consistently if you're growing this business every day, whether that be 30 minutes or 2 hours. But if you focus and shut off all the other garbage in the background and the news feeds and the texts and all that stuff, and you just work for even just 30 minutes on this business, you will be blown away at how much you can get accomplished and how much return you're going to start to see on your investment in time. If you work 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, that's 2.5 hours. If you sell 2 challenge packs and you make $200, you just made $100 an hour, essentially. But if you're frantic for 10 hours a day or 8 hours a day and you never shut down and you only sell 2 challenge packs, you're not going to feel like you made very much money. You're going to sell that same 2 challenge packs frantically over the course of 10 hours a day than you would if you're focused for 2 hours a day, I promise. You're going to have the same results if you spend a smaller amount of time focused and then shut off than if you do a lot of time frantically. But you're going to feel like, wow, I only worked 2.5 hours this week. I only worked 6 hours this week and I made $200, $300, $400. Better, worse than, oh my gosh, I just worked this Beachbody business all day and I only made $200 or $300. It's mentality. It's just how you look at things. So protect your time. Protect your time. Set your business hours, 7 a.m., 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 8 p.m., 7 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever they are, set them. And there are exceptions to rules. Like I said, if somebody sends you a message and they're like, I am checking out right now and I need to know what flavor, answer them. If one of your coaches sends you a message and they're frantic and you happen to be on your phone and you don't feel burdened to respond, then respond. But the burnout is the number one downfall I see in this business. When we start to feel like we're getting less than what we're putting in. And there is going to be a time when the business is building that, yes, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not going to be sunshine and roses all the time. And you will sometimes put in effort that will not yield results. But when we are focused and we are relaxed and we are working 2 hours a day and we are not feeling bombarded and boggled down, then we just kind of have an air about us. And we're like, I'm just so relaxed and so happy and this business is amazing. Instead of like, oh my God, if I have one more person message me and ask me that same freaking question, or oh my gosh, if I have one more person tell me that they can't afford a challenge pack, no. Like it just got to take a step back, and it all starts with controlling your time. And then the rest will work itself out from there. So I'd like you to comment below with, if you're newer, 30 minutes, what time are you going to work that 30 minutes? It's better if it's the same every day, if possible. If you've been working your business for a while, 1 to 2 hours. If you're full-time like me, I honestly right now, because of some goals that I have, I'm going 2 hours minimum, 4 to 5 hours maximum, because this is all I do. And my son is in school from 7:30 to 2:30. So, and I have some evenings time. So I'm okay with that. But outside of those hours, I mean, if I can make 6 figures working 5 hours a day and then eventually 2 hours a day, that makes me happy. So what is your goal? What do you want to make? What is You don't have to say what you want to make, but think about that. What do you want to make with this business? How long do you want it to take? If you want your business to grow faster, then maybe you want to lean more towards 2 hours. If you want your business, if you're fine, you like your full-time job, you just want to pay off some debt and you're happy with $100-200 a month, then you might want to go to the 30 minutes or an hour. Define the time you're going to spend in this business, and then don't spend a minute more. If you're 100% focused in that time you've allotted, you don't need to spend any minutes more. All right. I hope that this was helpful. I hope you can just take a deep breath, feel, take a, just a sigh of relief, and just that's off your shoulders. It's off your shoulders. Remember, just because you can be available 24/7 doesn't mean you have to be. Put in the effort, focus on the time that you've allotted, and then let the rest of the day be the rest of the day.